Hello and welcome to our coverage of this Barclays Women's Super League game between Brighton and Hove Albion and Tottenham Hotspur from Broadfield Stadium. Well, we've already had one notable result in the WSL today with Leicester drawing against previously perfect Chelsea. What's going to happen between these two, I wonder. 5th and 6th respectively in the standings. Brighton 6 points better off than Spurs after 9 games. Final game before the winter break for both of these two. Let's hope they're in the mood for some fun in this festive season. Tottenham have got a really good record against Brighton. Coming into the game off the back of a couple of wins in League and Cup too. Brighton are unchanged from the side that started the defeat at Chelsea last week. That means Sophie Bagley, Guro Bergsvand and Vicky Lasada remain ever-present in the league lineup for the Seagulls so far. Nikita Paris scored twice off the bench against Bristol here in the Cup in midweek. All 3 of her WSL goals this season have come at home. Tottenham make just the one change from the side that beat Everton last week. Out of form, for the goal at least, Martha Thomas has been dropped to the bench. Maita Oroz is the player who comes in her place. The Spanish international came in from Real Madrid in the summer. Could be a big night for Bethany England. And 3 goals behind Vivian Miedemar's WSL record of 69, and she's got 7 against Brighton in her past. There she is, the Spurs captain. Vicky Lasada with the armband on for the hosts. Lisa Ben is our referee. Right, been inconsistent in the league of late. Their last 5, won 2, lost 2, drawn 1. Spurs are aiming to record back-to-back WSL victories in the same season for the first time since March. Pitch looks in excellent condition for this time of year. Be Brighton then in their traditional home colours of blue and white stripes, kicking from right to left as we look at it to get the game underway. Spurs wearing green for the first time this season. Of course, before the match starts, the players take a knee to reinforce the message there's no room for racism in football or society, or indeed discrimination of any form. So here we go then, really interesting matchup this one. Brighton full of goals in the for and against column. The team to have scored and conceded more than 15 in the league this season. Spurs needed that win against Everton last week after heavy defeats at Manchester City and against Arsenal. There's Bremer, led away by Ashley Neville eventually. Karabali. Nice idea. Straight through to Eleanor Heaps, who continues to keep goal for Spurs. Made her WSL debut last week, the 21-year-old. Lillahan clearly thinking, why change a winning team? Pattinson. Here's Hunt. Paris quick to close her down, so she moved it on to Ash Neville. That's a really good looking ball as well. Spurs could be in here with Jessica Naz. England in the middle making her move. It's a great ball toward Bethany England. What a touch from Karabali to stop a certain goal. Danger not quite over yet for Brighton. Here's Oroz. Spence trying to get out the way. Well, that was really encouraging for Tottenham on the counter. The rapid pace of Jessica Naz, it was a peach of a cross as well. The pressure, Hunt doing well to deal with that. Here's England, another time to turn, find Spence. Naz, Neville on the overlap. Naz coming infield for now. Here's Drew Spence, going to let fly. No threat to Sophie Bagley's goal. It's a WSL goal to a name already this season, Drew Spence, usually good for a couple of seasons. Bagley deciding she needs to bypass that Spurs press. Jankovic, first Brighton goal last weekend against their old club Chelsea. Still no Fran Kirby in the Brighton squad, by the way, she's injured. And Morrison kicked Graham on the sidelines for Spurs. Rasso. Spence, as ever, working really hard off the ball. Big win here in midweek for Brighton. 6-2 they hammered Bristol City in the Conti Cup. Both these sides booking their place in the quarter-finals of that competition in the week. Spurs via a 2-0 win at Palace. A strange throw-in. Spence was showing for it. Instead, possession was turned over pretty cheaply. Milton, was she fouled there? Yeah, decision's gone Tottenham's way. Smiling. Ball from Bartrip. Here's Neville. Scored twice here when Tottenham recorded an 8-0 win a couple of years ago on this ground. Spence. See what she was trying to do and switch it out where the space was left-hand side. Just didn't quite get the execution right. Won on their last 2 visits to Brighton, actually, have Tottenham. That 8-0 victory I mentioned, by far their biggest ever win in the WSL against anybody. Neville faded it out to Naz. No touch evaded it. Good pressure from the Brighton defender. Here's Seke. Well, Paris has got the free kick, but she wants to continue the conversation with referee Ben. Just marking the card saying, make sure that doesn't happen to me again. in towards Karabali from Olislagers. Not an ideal position, that very, very central. And indeed it came to nothing. Brighton unbeaten here this season, or at home. They played at the Amex as well. 4 wins from 5. That is impressive in and of itself, but that's as many victories as they've had in their 25 previous games on home turf. These couple of seasons have been pretty unsettled with managers coming and going. They're hoping that Dario Vidicic will put a stop to that. Asada. Pattinson got loads of time here. Well, that's a lovely ball over the top now then. In behind here, Brighton with Olislagers. Great defending from Ashley Neville. So cool. Cochran's ball down the line. Seike will be able to get there. Cochran backing her up. Seike will be able to get to that. And the last touch was from McLaughlin, so it's a goal kick. Well, let's see if Eleanor Heaps does the same thing that Sophie Bagley did and decides not to risk playing out from the back given the opposition press. She's going to go for it, the Spurs keeper. So Leicester do this earlier to great effect. Moros has done well there because the first touch wasn't immaculate. Neville. Spence gave it back to Naz. Smanen. Let's play this from Spurs. They find a penetrative cross to go with it. Bagley saw that from a long way out and was able to grab it unchallenged. Lovely ball there. Here's Olislagers. Maybe had a bit more time than she realised. Could she have taken a touch? I think she probably could have. Neville had committed. Almost getting used to this now, aren't we? Oh, but it has been given away straight to Bremer. And then the shot eventually comes in from Cankovic. Well, let's see if Spurs carry on with that then. Arm in the air of apology from Molly Bartrip. That was really careless. Difficult to see who she was even aiming the pass at. foul on Paris? Yes, it is, by Hunt. It's going to be a conversation with the referee, if not a card. Final warning, I think, for Claire Hunt. Slada and Olislager as the two players over the free kick, both looking for their first WSL goals of the season. Surely going to have a crack from here, whoever takes it. Sada, let's try and find a teammate rather than shoot. Carvalho trying to keep Brighton on the front foot. Well, easy to be wise after the event, but I think the shot probably would have been the better option there. Tottenham wanted the advantage to be played there, you can see why. Samanin. Got it back from Spence, played it infield to Oros. Naz is quick, but she's never going to catch up to that. Nicely done by Losada. It was a risky pass from Pattinson. Here's Pattinson again, trying to get Paris off and running. It's very happy to just play it about amongst themselves for now. This is where it could get sticky for them, given what happened a moment ago. Ooh, that was cool. That time from Bartrick, touchdown from Simon and took it up to England. Now there's a chance of a counter on for Tottenham. Or an attack, I should say. Neville crossing from really deep. Karabali, that's looping up into the air. Bagley's got to be careful. I was just about to say, I bet she gets a free kick. And the referee feels that Hayley Rasso used a bit too much force to try and knock her out of stride there.
Bring it forward, Bob. Bring it forward, territory. Back in the middle. Back in the middle.
Bergsvan.
Right. Too high.
Karabali. Pretty even first nearly 17 minutes. Both sides have had chances, albeit no gilt-edged ones as of yet. Olislagers. Oros looking to set England away. Really important that Bergsvan got the touch there, and she did. Spurs blending in with the pitch in those kits. Smrano. back the Finland international. Now she's going to go for a wonder. Neville, plenty of time to measure a delivery here if she wants to get it in. Find the opportunity initially, pulled it back to Spence. Now's managed to get there first, worked it back to Neville. First time swinger from her. Looking for Rasso far post. Under a bit of pressure here, moved it on quickly. Bremer had a pocket pick by Neville. Spence just about pulled out of that. Here's Paris. Enjoy it a bit is the cry from Dario Vidicic. I think he means keep hold of the ball. That's unable to do that as she was trying to slip on the sluggers in. Right, no wins in the last 5 in the league against Spurs, all the way back to October of 2021. Every team has a bogey team, don't they? Brighton, well, you could say they are Chelsea's, but Spurs are theirs. Here's Losada. Cankovic, that's a really nice pass. Karabali forward from defence. Here's Seike. This is Karabali, I should say. Cankovic. Twisting and turning, doing really well. McLaughlin might be able to keep this in. Nice turn from Seike. Cankovic has picked up the pieces. McLaughlin put it in first time. Too close to Heaps. Well, let's see if Bartrip wants it again. Get it from Hunt, but played a much safer pass that time. Seike. Bremer, any room for a shot here? Oh, trying to work it back to Seike instead, and then did hit it. It whistles wide of the post, albeit by some distance. Brighton trying to get themselves into the ascendancy here. Neville to work it back to Hunt, who clipped it up toward Naz. Pattinson won the header. Cankovic got the touch. Spence of England just creeping towards Bagley, who Sensibly offloads it to Bergsvand and heads home. Here's Olislagers. Posada. Everybody in the Spurs shirt back in their own half of the field. Sege unable to collect the pass from McLaughlin. Everything in front of Guro Bergsvand here. Game's just slowed to walking pace. Started pretty quickly, but it's past the midway point of the first half and no sign of a goal for either side yet. Bremer now then, in behind here is Olislagers, cut back. Bremer again. Very, very congested in that middle third of the pitch. Karabali's carried on a run though here. Can she pick out a colleague? Smacked across the face of goal, but too close to Heaps, and eventually turned behind for the first corner of the night. It goes Brighton's way. Clever play that. Good run off the ball from Karabali. Harris well placed in the middle, but she couldn't find that. Lifted in right under the goalkeeper. Awkward one that for Heaps, and she decided she didn't want to risk catching it, so they can try again from the other side, Brighton. Into the near post and was defended comfortably. Coughlin was back there minding the shot. Seke might be able to make something of this. In the end, the danger is snuffed out, but it looks like there's a problem here for Eleanor Heaps. Spurs goalie might need some help. Does of course afford the opportunity for a pre-half-time team talk. Quite a long way pre, maybe a mid-half team talk's a better way of putting it. Deep in conversation with their boss, Robert Villaham. Successful first season in charge, so much so that he signed a contract extension over the summer. Took the club to their first ever FA Cup final, albeit they were beaten comfortably by Manchester United in it. So Heaps is okay. So he's thinking about whether to play it short again or not. Spence did well on the slide against Jankovic. Losada. Funny sort of pace to the game. There's no pace to it whatsoever at the moment. Here's Pattinson. Picked up by Rasso. Oh, one back nicely by Bremer. Here's Jankovic. Well, it was speculative, but not bad. Again, Heaps showing a bit of hesitancy to catch it when it looked as though that might have been the better option. Karabali. Here's Losada. I'd say Brighton probably just about edging it. The cross is just about dealt with. Nilden trying to get it away. They've had 3 shots to Spurs, 1 so far. They're yet to have one on target, the visitors. Brighton have had more than 55% of the possession. We are awaiting the first goal. Nilden away. Karabali. Jankovic. Ovislagers. Dario Vinicic is enjoying what his team are doing. Seke. Paris. Using all the guile and experience, Nikita Paris. That's a lovely ball. Bremer couldn't return it to her though, and England able to hack it away. So one-sided this fixture in recent times. In the last 5 meetings, Spurs have scored 18 times, Brighton just 4. That is heavily influenced by that 8-0, of course. Pattinson. Ovislagers. Rasso. Spurs cross halfway. Feels like a while since they've done that. They did briefly. Here's Simanen. Might be more minded to just keep the ball for a minute or two if they can, because Brighton have had all of it for the last 5-10 minutes. That's the half-hour mark now. Cagey affair so far at Broadfield Stadium. Karabali's quick. She had to be there. Naz and Rasso have just swapped flanks for the time being for Spurs. Neville's header. Ovislagers. Bremer trying to stay on side here. I think she's managed that. Paris in the middle, Seke too. Decent cross that into a really good area. Tottenham be able to keep it in. Ball almost stopped dead on the line. Into Losada. Oh, it's a brilliant spin from Vicky Losada. How about the finish? Smacked straight into the back of the defender. England able to get it away. Pattinson in there. Seke. Mentioned they've been inconsistent of late, Brighton. They started this season brilliantly. 3 wins from the first 4 games against Everton, Villa and Palace. It's tailed off a little bit since then. Rasso. Neville, that was coolly done, clipped it over Paris. Hilton. Pattinson. Cankovic. Back from Bergsvan, gave it a straight back. Everybody in a Brighton shirt really confident with the ball at their feet. Happy to have it in any kind of position. Clip on down the middle. Neville got a head to it. Almost broke for Paris. England's pinched it back. Heavy touch though. And Pattinson could regain possession. Tireless work from Nikita Paris. Inside the final 10 minutes of the half, are we going to find a breakthrough goal here? Nice pass from Spence. Rasso on the chase here. It was up for offside though. Rasso might need some treatment here by the looks of things. She's okay. Cankovic. Slashed up into the sky by Karabali, onto the head of Oros. England's touch, trying to get Spence into play. Here's Simanen. Milton. Bergsvan almost got in a right mess with that. Paris. Bramer to her left, Seke to her right. Bramer the easier pass, lovely ball as well. And Bramer cut it back first time. Paris. Oh, that's a poor touch. Bremer. Talking to Drew Spence about something. The hand gestures, I'd say that was a final warning from Lisa Benn. Pattinson. Slugger's that just about stayed in play, and Neville didn't get it. Bremer's touch was heavy. Brighton looking for the opener before half-time here. Jankovic. Oh, that's a brilliant cross, and Seke almost got there. Would have done, but for a great header from Bartrip. There's Paris, that's looping, and the goalkeeper's done well to hold on to it. Right and close on a couple of occasions in the space of a few seconds there. Great clearance that from Bagley. So gave it to Spence, now she's got it back. Else couldn't get the touch. Poorly done from Neville. Spence found Rasso, away from Pattinson and from Ollislagers. Here's Naz. Wasn't a great ball back to Rasso, but she's done really well. Now it needs a good cross from Nilden. Oh, and it was right into that danger area where England was hoping it was going to drop just nicely for her. Spence now looking to unsettle Lasada. Rasso into England. Pretty obvious foul there on Bremer. In fact, it's going to be a yellow card for Ashley Neville. First booking of the game. Disbelief from the Tottenham right back, which she's going to have to tread carefully now for the rest of this half and the whole of the second. Bremer. Jankovic. Here's England. They'll have too much in the way of stoppage time at the end of the first half, so it might be Brighton's last chance to score. Jankovic. Pattinson. Worth a crack, maybe? McLaughlin. McLaughlin's ball in, looking for Seke. Pattinson into Lasada. Pattinson's carried on a run and gone for goal. And didn't get the power she was looking for. Nice build-up play again from Brighton, though. There's been plenty of that. 2 minutes of stoppage time, surprised at that. So just didn't track the run of Pattinson at all there, did she? Slaggers. Finding Oroz, she gave it straight to Bremer though. The obvious foul on Jankovic. Paris. Well, that's that for, in the end, what was a fairly uneventful first 47 minutes of football at Broadfield Stadium. Half chances at best for both sides really here. No surprise then. But at the break, it was Brighton Hove Albion 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Take a look back at how the first half unfolded. That error was almost punished from Bartrick playing the ball out. Jankovic's shot, but a comfortable gather for Heaps, really. Brighton it was who had the majority of the opportunities. Karabali there, I think she was looking for, well, I'm sure she was looking for Paris, but ended up finding the goalkeeper. And then just right at the end of the half, Masada for Pattinson just couldn't generate the power that she was looking for. As you can tell from that, there's not been a lot to write home about so far. We'll hope for better in the second half. That comes shortly. Brighton have made a change at half-time. Bremer has been withdrawn, and Michelle Adjiman, who scored against Bristol City here on Tuesday, the 18-year-old's also got a goal in the league against Villa to her name this season. Brighton's youngest ever WSL scorer, actually. She's on for the second half here. You see that at the top of your screen. First substitution of the game. And here is Adjiman, keen to get involved straight away. What great strength there to knock Neville off the ball. Find Nikita Paris. What a start to the second half this could be. Shot was straight at Bartrip. It's come out for Seike. She couldn't get it under her spell. Like a foul from Karabali. Left Rasso in a heap. There's a yellow card for the Brighton right back. So both right backs in the book now. Neville and Karabali, the only players to have seen a yellow card so far. Milden. Spurs' last away win in the WSL was at Bristol City in March, as Bristol City were heading out of the top flight. Milden played that into the space for Rasso to run on to. Can she pick out a colleague in the middle? Spence and England amongst them. Neither one thing or the other, really, was it? Adjiman. McLaughlin, nicely done, took her away from Rasso. And Lasada. Lasada then flicked it out right-hand side. Too much weight on the pass, though. Now Paris trying to put the pressure on here. Problem here for Neville, who collided with Adjiman. I don't think she appreciated the challenge too much. Apology offered, but it would appear not accepted. Neville's up and okay, and leading Tottenham's charge, finding Naz. Can Neville pick out a teammate with a cross here? Oh, that ball's left the stadium, deflected behind for what is Tottenham's first corner of the game. Referee doesn't want the corner to be taken until she's spoken to both captains about something. Crowd of players all around Sophie Baggerly here. Difficult for the Brighton keeper. Lofted high up into the sky, and the header from Hunt was on target, but no real threat to the Brighton goalkeeper, who looks to get her team on the front foot quickly here. McLaughlin. Rasso. Smanen. A bit better from Spurs at the start of the second half, more front-footed. Is there any end product though? Here's Oros. Neville. Spence might be able to pinch that. And then Rasso's shot. And Rasso's foul brings the move to an end. Spurs going to make their first change of the game. And it's the change that they made to their starting lineup from the last league game. Oros going off, and Martha Thomas, who can't buy a goal at the moment. Maybe this is the day that her luck turns. 2 days short of a year since she last scored, although she did score against Brighton last season. Smanen. England will get to that. Almost cut back for Spence, wasn't a great pass though. Seke. Paris. McLaughlin looking for Ajiman, back stick. Slagers beaten to the ball by Jessica Naz. Oh, Ajiman almost able to pinch that back. Well, we've only had 9 minutes of the second half, but you wonder if one goal might be enough to win this game. Brighton still shading it in terms of possession, in terms of shots at goal. Nilden fed it down the line for Rasso. Karabali was quicker than her. nonplussed about that decision, but it is going to be a Tottenham free kick. Simon and the architect here. She might be tempted to shoot, just to see if Bagley's alive to that possibility. They've scored a couple of goals in the league this season, the Finn, and they've both come away from home. Chipped it in, looking for Neville, who went down onto the challenge. And appeals were muted from Tottenham players. Referee had a great view. Decided there was no case to answer. Trip. Touch. Paris couldn't control it. Over the head of Lasada. Here's Seke. Naz trying to get away from Bergsvan. She's done that. In toward Bethany England. Good defending from Karabali to put her off her stride. Ajimang. Simanen. Spence. Final game of the year for these two. You think they want to go out with a bang? FA Cup when the season resumes is first on the agenda in the weekend of the 11th and 12th of January. Naz. England shot on the turn, beaten away by the goalkeeper. And then Rasso had a go. Chankovic got it away. Paris couldn't hold on to it. It's a good spell for Tottenham. Simanen. Rasso. It's deflected off Karabali. Ajimang had to be careful there. Got there ahead of Naz, made sure she didn't make contact with the player. Now, break on here maybe for Brighton. Paris's ball looking for Seike. Goalkeeper did well there. Brighton still shading it in terms of possession. Shouldn't be surprised at that. Only the top three in the league have had more of the ball in WSL games than the Seagulls, and only Man City and Arsenal have recorded more passes. Neville. Karabali. Here's Lasada. Ajiman, can she get a toe to that? It's going to run on for Nikita Paris here. Real chance for Brighton to take the lead. Paris's shot deflected, and that made it a really good save from Eleanor Heaps. Closest we've come to a goal in the second half, maybe in the match. Again, right underneath the goalkeeper, and again, she didn't catch it, but she put it far enough away from goal. Collision's going to stop play briefly, though. Assignment for Brighton in the WSL is away at Liverpool, 17th of January. That's a Friday night. Sunday of that weekend, Brighton will host Leicester, who shocked the league earlier by pinching a point against Chelsea. She's underselling it. It was a brilliant defensive performance from them. Chelsea dropped points for the first time all season. Rasso. It's a Spurs free kick, but it's the Brighton player who's come off the worst here. Sada declining the offer of some treatment, and slow to get to her feet. Simon, and again over the set piece here. She found a green shirt with her delivery. It was a good ball as well. It might break for Spence. Looked like there could have been a handball in there. And Seke smacks it into the stand. Simon. Here's Paris. Hopefully the game will open up as we head into its final quarter. Paris is down. Referee has eventually pulled it back. Waiting to see if any advantage was going to be gained, and now she knows there isn't. She will issue the yellow card. And Nilden, the next player to be booked. Playing against her old club today, Nilden, the Swede, had a couple of years here as a Brighton player. Maybe a set piece is the most likely source of a goal in this game. What can Brighton do with this one? Slagers and Losada over the ball. Losada who sent it in, and who headed it away. Oh, that could have gone very wrong. Bagley's clearance deflecting off one of her own players. Minutes left here. Asada and Patterson between them, taking a little while to get that away. Nilden. Jankovic's ball. Here's Seke. Touch back to Paris. Paris can get the shot away. She knows that was a big opportunity, certainly within the context of this game. A corner will have to do for Brighton. Absolutely dismal delivery. Out as far as Pattinson. Slung it back in, straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper. But it might be more likely that it's a mistake than a moment of quality that wins this game. First half was a decent watch, not quite been as good since the restart. It takes a minute for somebody to win it. What a fillip that would be for either of these two sides as they head into the winter break. Here's England. All turned it across. Jessica Naz, can she get a shot away here? Look to cut it back for Thomas. This is Neville. Spence. Spence again. Thomas. Asking Naz to chase. Pattinson over there with her. Thomas had carried on her run. It was a good one too. Cut it back for Bethany, England, to put Tottenham Hotspur in front. Swept in first time. England with another goal against her favourite opponent. That's her 8th against Brighton. She's now just 2 short of Vivian Miedemar's WSL record. And Tottenham are beating Brighton again. Beautifully crafted goal. Naz, Thomas has cut back, and there's England to put it beyond Bagley and put Tottenham ahead. Is that the goal that settles the game? You have to say, the quality of the move was rather out of keeping with what we've seen. It's a fine finish from England. Such a reliable goal scorer over the years. Can Brighton respond to that? Okay, quickly moved off the ball. Spence, Thomas, England. Nice this from Spurs, maybe they can get a second here. Rasso's ball, Naz, what a goal that would have been. What a shame it wasn't. The finish looked like the easy part. Well, this is only half the story. It started deep inside Tottenham's own half, that move. Karabali. Needs to be a bit more urgency about Brighton here. We'll be considering another change to try and help get them back into the game. Here's Ajimang. Comfortable gather for the goalkeeper. Not a lot of experience on the Brighton bench. It's not really working for them. What's out there though? McLaughlin. Seke. Paris just able to get there. The referee has stopped play because the player that Paris collided with went down, claiming that she got a whack in the face. Simon, who's down. Here comes the change. I'm not surprised that it is Bruno Villamala who's coming on. And then Chankovic, the player who's giving way. Villamala, a relative veteran at 22 compared to some of the teenagers on the bench. The opener here on Tuesday against Bristol City in the Cup. Got the winner at Crystal Palace back in October, Villamala. Inside the final 10 minutes now, Brighton running out of time for an equaliser. interesting to see what Brighton do here, because they were on the attack. Are they going to give the ball back to Spurs? Not a bit of it. Hajiman's wasted that though. Come out for Karabali. Losada. Nicely moved on from McLaughlin. Not a bad ball to the back post. Neville got the header to it initially, and then it's sent back in and lashed in for the equalising goal. And Brighton are back level. What a hit that was on the volley. And we're all square at Broadfield Stadium. Looked as though the danger had passed. Not a bit of it. Olislarga's the player with the goal. And Brighton back on terms in style. The Dutch internationals first in the WSL. And this game has caught life late on. Seen two excellent goals now. Something's happened that's meaning the players are being taken off the pitch though. Stewart has been taken ill in the crowd, which is why we've got this hold up in play. So the referee has done the right thing by taking the players off, and we'll just hope that it's nothing too serious. More updates on that as I get them. While we await the game to resume here, which hopefully it will soon, let's have a look at the goals that we've seen so far. It's taken a while for this game to get going, but it really has now. Thomas, lovely cut back that. And Bethany England doing what she's done for so long. Finding the bottom corner. Good work from Naz as well involved there. But they weren't ahead for long, were they? Not even 10 minutes. Neville's header dropped nicely for Olislarga's, but that is just brilliant. Span it on the volley, right into the corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. The teams have been taken in whilst medical treatment is being administered here. So all we can do is wait and hope that the person is okay and that the game will resume. you'll appreciate that we are awaiting information, so please do bear with us, but obviously the well-being of the person who's been taken ill is the most important thing. No point in speculating on it, so we are just waiting to see what happens. Just to update you, no word yet as to when we are going to be back underway here. Hopefully it won't be too long, but as I say, the main concern is for the person who's been taken ill. Well, this is a positive sign. We'll have to get warm again before we can restart. Well, nominally we're on 92 minutes, but we're going to have probably, I would suggest, at least 10 minutes added on here. Well, some good news. I've just been informed that it was a steward who was taken ill in the crowd. They have received medical attention, as we know. It looks as though they are okay. "14 minutes of stoppage time signalled. Plenty of time for somebody to win this. Right, we can get going then. Score at 1-1. Apparently the incident happened at 87 minutes, so why 14 minutes have been put up now, I'm not quite sure, but anyway, we'll play on. So 14 minutes from now is what I'm being told we've got left. Can either side find a winner? Cross from Seike. Hajiman had a stab at it. Well, let's see if either team have been affected by that delay. Hajiman. Losada's touch. Here's Paris. Spence. Here's Naz, rather. Taking on Pattinson. Neville backing her up, went back to Spence. Simanen. Spence wriggling on, looked as though she was fouled. So the referee going to pull this back. Bartrick moved it on for Nilden. Bartrick. Facing a goal here, under pressure from Seike. Oh, Sumanen's got to be careful there. It's broken for Hajiman, who didn't get the power that was required. So she had to take it first time, although the goalkeeper was already set. Going to go way beyond the 100-minute mark here. Losada's touch. Ajimang. Villamala. Oh, it's a good cross. Seike couldn't get the touch. Not back in by Losada. Spurs player down in the penalty area. Ref has to stop it because it's a head injury despite Brighton's frustration.
I've seen a stop, but then say to go. How's that? Well, what position?
Added time to the added time to the added time now. Well, these two teams determined not to go on their winter break quite yet. I wonder if there is going to be one final twist to this game. Player who's had treatment obviously has to leave the pitch. There should be no surprise about that. Is either side going to get a winner to send them into the break? Losada. Losada again. Here's Nilden. Rasso outside of her, came in field instead. Thomas. Definitely added something since her arrival, Martha Thomas. Neville finding Naz. Spence. Nice flick. Here is Thomas. Maybe she can win it. It's a decent chance. 363 days since her last goal. Here's Ajimang. Carried it a long way, gave it to Seike. Got the shot on target. It was a really difficult angle to score from though. And a pretty comfortable save for Heaps. Headed on by Rasso. Naz. McLaughlin trying to stop her. It's really good defending from the Scotland international. Lamela. Ajimang. Olislagers. This is Karabali. Put it in with her left. Neville underneath it. Losada. Any goal now, the winner. No playing out from the back now for Spurs. Knocked on by Nilden. Seke got to it second. There's England. Looks like the gap between these two is going to stay at 6 points in the WSL table. Seke, maybe not.
This evening's official match attendance is 2,083 as always. Thank you for your amazing support.
Karabali. Spence. Good ball that from Heaps to Neville. Now Thomas, can she bring this down? Now's to her right. Chance for Tottenham to snatch it late on here. Thomas again. Paris. Olislagers, a brilliant goal, got Brighton level. Ajimang. Bustling her way through, Ajimang. Oh, and then she didn't get the pass right. Might have been easier to shoot there. Poor touch from Naz though, means the pressure's going to come back on. Losada. Karabali into Seke. Is that a foul? Referee wags her finger no. Naz. Here's Spence. There was an opportunity to go down there, which Simanen didn't take. Seke in front of her own goal. Ajimang. Karabali. Pattinson, that's a good ball. Ajimang going to go for it herself. That time she had players better placed. All about decision making. It's going to be a corner. Maybe this will be the last chance to win it. Players packing the 6-yard box here. It's difficult for Heaps. We'll try and find a way through the crowd. Another really poor corner though. Pattinson looking to recycle it. Still we play on. Game that genuine goal scoring chances have been few and far between. And it will finish as a 1-1 draw. Well, it got much better, didn't it, as the game went on. A long delay because of that illness to somebody in the crowd, but it finishes all square here. Bethany England's opener on 76 minutes, cancelled out by a special volley from Ollis Lagers, means that the final score at Broadfield Stadium, Brighton Hove Albion 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Not too much in the first half in terms of goal scoring opportunities. Spurs almost presenting one on the plate there to Brighton, but in the end it was a tame shot after Bartrip had given the ball away. This was Karabali, I think, looking for Paris, but the goalkeeper got there first. And right at the end of the half, Pattinson just couldn't get the power she was looking for. After the restart, Spurs were in the ascendancy. Bethany England with a sighter there. Nikita Paris didn't have much in terms of chances. That was as good as it got for her. Tottenham would score an excellent goal though. Naz to Thomas to England, to the back of Brighton's net. Brilliantly worked that. Bang on 75 minutes. Looked as though that would be the winner. She's within 2 of Vivian Miedemar's record now. But Ollis Lagers, how about that for a thumper of a finish for 1-1? Really brilliant volley that. 2 excellent goals in this game. Brighton looked the more likely to win it after the delay. With Seke going close. But it ends all square. Spurs unbeaten again against Brighton, but no maximum points for them. And that will do for these two for 2024. Back in WSL action at the start of the new year. Thanks for your company this evening at Broadfield Stadium. It's ended Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1.